for season 2. You don't understand, y'all. Okay, friend. It's Angel.
First of all, it's the Thank Us Later podcast.
Oh, yes. You're supposed to come in first.
Yeah, friend, I was trying.
I'm sorry. I'm so excited.
Welcome to the Thank Us Later podcast. I am TSY.
Yes, TSY. I'm Angel. TSY. Did y'all catch it?
Did you catch it? I dropped the J.
Mm-hmm.
And we back.
Oh, I am so... And look, she came in, y'all. Y'all don't understand. I'm going to let her have her minute. But, I have to talk about this wedding because this was a moment for the books, y'all.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hearing a lot of things. I love hearing the feedback. So we're definitely going to get into that.
Yes.
But...
Happy New Year.
We miss you. Okay, can you stop saying Happy New Year?
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Happy Black History Month. Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a while. When did we last record? I don't even remember.
Goodness gracious. We had a lot come up, you guys. That's something that you didn't even know.
Yeah, a lot of things.
A lot of things came up. I mean, me and my whole family, they took us down.
COVID took me down, took her down.
Everybody.
Everybody was down. Everybody was down except for my husband.
That is a blessing, too. I didn't know if we was going to be able to make it to the wedding. Literally, COVID took us down exactly a month before their wedding. Like, December 25th, we tested. I had to take my baby to the emergency room. We tested positive for COVID. Her wedding was January 27th?
January 29th.
January 29th. But we had to be out there, January 27th. So I'm like, oh my God, like, even if I get through this, like, the test might show, the PCR test might show that I still got it in my system, so I can't go to the wedding. We were all booked and ready. Like, y'all know we've been talking about this wedding.
Y'all understand, if friend wasn't there.
Oh my God.
I would have been.
I was stressed. I was not talking to her.
She wasn't, and that's the funny thing. I noticed that.
I was not talking to her. I was
that.
talking to the other ones, but I refused to talk to you because I think it's very rude when people start pushing their problems on the bride.
But you know what? And now let me say this. I think that only people that has been through a wedding that's actually married, no shade, no tea, really understands that. Yeah. People that have not been through it, I don't think they really understand that, and so
we extend grace. We extend grace to you guys. We need to, because really they don't know.
But I don't know. I don't extend shit.
Sorry, y'all.
So thank you so much, friend, for being very.
I was off the grid.
She was.
I was literally trying to figure it all out. Kitty was trying to figure it out.
Honestly, I'm going to tell y'all this. I really didn't think she was coming. Because she wasn't saying nothing.
I don't like to commit if I don't
remember, I'd be like, I don't know what I said to her. And she was like, because I know my friend. So she wasn't like saying it. She was like, and just being very vague. That's the word. Being very, and I was like, and she wasn't tell me she ain't going to do
I wasn't going to tell you.
So I just left it alone. I was just like, whatever. If she there, she there.
I wasn't going to tell you until I absolutely knew I could not make it. Period. And we took a COVID test. We waited so long because the doctor was like, maybe that 30 days, it might still show up in your system. So we literally took it. And when I took it, I was like, I'm not going nowhere. I didn't go to her bachelorette party because I was scared.
She didn't.
I was not about to risk it again. I was like, yes, I got my test. I sent it to them first. I was like, hey, y'all, I got my test. That means I'm going to be able to make the wedding. And just like that, in 3 days, that's when everything started. Like, we had to pack. Like, I literally was packing the day before. That was how serious it was. But we had the best time. Like, we were so excited about this wedding.
We're going to get to it.
Y'all don't understand how excited I am.
Let's talk about one of my favorite things, 313 Spotlight. And, we have a treat for you guys here at the Take Us Later podcast, our listeners. Y'all know, we got entrepreneur over here. We got entrepreneur. She's so modest or whatever. She want to be one. What are you talking about? What talking about me today? Yes, ma'am. I forgot. So please, let us know what the 313 Spotlight is today.
So guys, for my Married Plus Wedding brand, I created my very own candle. And
I ordered mine already, sorry.
Yeah, she did. I love candles. I always got a candle lit up in the house. So when I was creating this candle, which was last year, I really took my time. Like, I had to find the best type of wax. I had to do my research. Like, what is a good, healthy wax for the air that's not going to mess up the people's lungs, you know? Because that's a very good thing that people don't understand. So you have to look for a natural wax.
Didn't know that.
I went with the soy wax. Soy wax blend is what I chose.
Okay.
But then I'm also an energy person. Like, oh, these vibes are soft. These vibes are soft. So I was like, I want to do something different. Just not a regular candle. So I added crystals. But I wanted it to still be a part of the Married Plus Money brand. So the crystals that I ordered was the rose quartz, and that's for love, prosperity.
Okay.
So I'm doing it for you couples out there. And then I did the clear one. That's for, like, peace. You want peace in your home. And I also did the lavender, because the lavender flower ones, because I just love lavender. It's just kind of
calming.
Yes, calming.
It's calming.
So this is called Real Love, you know, because my auntie Mary J. Blige.
Real love.
Yes. So I named it Real Love, and it's beautiful, and you can pre-order it now, and they will be here April 1st. So I'm very excited.
I'm excited for you. I didn't post my stuff yet because I was like, I got a whole little thing I'm gonna do about, like, because I have a lot of my friends, they are like out here doing their stuff. So I have like a little folder in my phone where I'm gonna just post like every week. So it's gonna literally show like, you're a candle, I got it. Okay, what's
I'm giving all of the listeners. I'm gonna get them a code. Yes, y'all would have to come to the Instagram page because I had to put the code in and everything. But you guys are gonna get 10% off of the pre-orders.
Okay.
Yes. So yes, I'm giving that to my listeners.
Yes. Come on with that 3 1
I love y'all for listening to us.
Y'all, you gotta go look at the promo, y'all. I love the promo for the candle, y'all.
And you don't have to be like married to order these candles, because that's what everybody's like, oh, I want a candle. No, if you want some real love in your home, you order this candle, okay? Throw it in there. You need that good energy.
Yes. Well, definitely come to our. You said you're gonna put it on our Instagram or Thank Us Later.
Y'all, we're gonna be really heavy in this Instagram story this year. So get ready for it. We got a lot of good content coming. We need y'all to answer our questions. Come back, share our
Yes. What y'all doing? Why y'all being scared?
Yes.
So also, what we're gonna be doing this new season is talking about new TV shows.
Ooh, new TV show. That's what
and TV shows we've been watching. So I want to first start off because again, we back at it. It's been a while. We need to talk about the ending of Insecure. What are your thoughts? We can just talk about the ending. We don't got to talk about the whole shebang bang. But what were your thoughts? Were you satisfied? Did you feel like it was like for real, Issa, or was it like boo hoo, cry? I'm happy that it's over, but I'm sad it's over, kind of thing.
I think it was perfect. Because you know how sometimes it's like, oh, it leaves the door open for it. They could have did more. No, it was like we knew it was building up for the end. Like, and it left us where, okay, here's where they went. Here's how this is happening. This is fine.
Okay.
I'm satisfied.
Okay.
Like, we're done with it. That's exactly how I feel. I feel like that was her intent. I want to be done with this. I don't want y'all questioning me about this in no other interviews. I want on some better things. There you have it. So, we got our closure. We rarely get closure on shows. Rarely. Thank you, Issa, for that. I don't got a word.
Okay, well.
You wanted some more?
For me, I enjoyed what was it called? I think it was the documentary afterwards. I enjoyed that way more than I enjoyed the last episode, personally.
Okay.
Like you could ask my husband, I was sitting in bed crying from the documentary. Like I felt every emotion, and my thing is, I love to see how a person affects someone. Like how they were talking about how Issa gave them a chance, like all those interns, and how they now doing bigger things, and even people on the show, how they're doing the bigger things because of this platform, like, and just seeing her relationship with everybody except for Amanda Seals.
Wait, I keep missing
Cause I don't know why, cause I be peeping game, petty no petty, but but I was literally like, you would have thought I knew them. Wow. I was boohoo crying. It was out of happiness, not sadness. I was just happiness. Especially when they did the part when they were like those with real genuine feelings between her and Molly, but she was like, yeah, me and Yvonne, like that. I was literally like, I felt that, and I was just like, Because it's like, I love their family. Like, they built their family because I feel the same way. Yeah. Like, we're going to talk about it.
We're going to talk about it.
But that's how it is for me, too. So, I definitely love the documentary. Like, I got a different aspect and everything. But last episode, I mean, it wasn't like, oh my God, cliffhangers, but it was just like...
It's where it needed to be because we're done.
Spit through everything. Like, y'all didn't even touch on the fact that Tiffany was pregnant. Like,
I love that.
Okay.
Speed on through it. Gets me. Because you know how everybody moving slow? I hate a slow buildup. I think she gave us everything we needed.
The person that hate the slow buildup, but she watched Sisters. We gonna go on that. But
Sisters,
anyway.
because they started getting better. I finally got to the part. And Sisters,
go into that.
Sisters, I will let you know, first of all, okay, I don't know if anybody, listeners out there, if y'all watch Sisters, I do love Andy. I know a lot of people on there will say that, you know, she's playing it stupid for Gary because Gary is, like, toxic. The red flags are on top of his head. We know that she ain't supposed to be with him. We understand that. But in this last episode, he did buy her a penthouse suite. And I would just say, take the penthouse suite, Andy. You know, do what you got to do and then put restraining order against Gary or something. But take the suite. It looks so good. I had to tweet the actual actor. Too. Her name is KJ Smith.
Yeah, I know her.
I said, hey girl, hey. I love the penthouse suite. That was my favorite part of the episode. And she shared my post.
Oh, she did.
And we had conversation back and forth in the DM. So she's my friend now. KJ Smith, girl. I love your acting. You was in the family business on BET Plus, and I watched that, and she was like, oh my God, girl, I appreciate you.
That is dope.
I
like that.
It really is. I love it.
Because I like when celebrities do that. Like,
yes.
You know, I have conversations with a couple celebrities, so I like when they would like, they really do talk to you. It's not no, you know, bull crap. So that's dope. Okay.
Yes.
So that was that. Now, I know Fran is watching currently Bel-Air.
Bel-Air, yes. I love the Black excellence. Now, it's going to be some mixed feelings. I know y'all can chew me up in comments if you want to. Y'all probably want that old Bel-Air, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I don't think they do. I think that they feel like they're going too new.
They not.
This is off the grid.
Need to be. This is exactly where we need to be. First,
they
changed everything. Jeffrey got swag. Jeffrey is not just Jeffrey just around the house. Jeffrey is literally Uncle Phil's right-hand man. I love that. He is a solid guy, but it's like he got some edge and some secret to him that we just don't really know yet. Okay. But he's like, I kind of, in my head, I made it that Jeffrey is the shooter. That's me. It might not be the case. I'm just speaking out loud. That's where my mind goes.
Okay.
And Hillary is doing something with her life now. You know how on a regular Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, they was trying to get Hillary out of the house. Hillary is trying to get out of that house by social media. Mm-hmm. She's a cook. She cooked for the family all the time. Remember, she used to be like, Jeffrey, like, make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know?
Right.
She's doing everything right now. Then we have Will, who I feel like he's taking in this new life of money. Like, it's okay for you to enjoy it, and he's learning that. Mm. I think it was harder for him on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He kind of gave a lot of pushback.
Okay.
Because he had to still show he from Bel-Air, like, he from Philly. Mm-hmm. But on this, it's like he's embracing it, and that's what you should do. Like, to me, it's like, you know, live your life. We got in the car. Jim said, go take the car to school. He was out.
Oh.
And then we got Carlton.
I saw the clip about him, Carlton, and how he tried to make that little, he was like, well, because the clip I saw was Will basically confronting him about his friend saying the N-word.
Yeah.
And then Carlton kind of came back at him and was like, well.
Everybody said that. It's okay. He did. And that's what we need. A lot of people hate this Carlton, and I feel like it's necessary because there are black people like that in our world. Like, it's those black friends that don't understand that they're black. And you have to have those friends that do understand, like, certain things, teach them. So it might be like, oh, God, I don't want to see him acting like this on TV. But this is necessary. This is a learning show to me. Like, you're supposed to show the different kind of black people. And that's exactly what it is, because even if you hear Jeffrey speaking, I think Jeffrey, what did he say? Bodman. Was that Jamaican or something? Yes. So it's seeing all of that, like, it's showing so many, or Uncle Phil is in a fraternity. That's necessary. And then showing how Carlton and Will, they have to help like, he's shown him to build up. And then you got Auntie Viv, who is an artist, who, like, she wants to fight for who she is as a person and not just follow Uncle Phil this time. So y'all really got to pay attention to the messages that they send in the show and take your mind out of, oh, we want it to be funny and we want, like, this is a really, really good show. It's not getting enough.
What about Ashley? You saying
Ashley's out here trying to be, she's like a gamer. So she's trying to game and online and stuff and get to the other people that's, like, not from Bel Air, of course. So that's something that they don't notice she that sneaky, but of course, G do. Jeffrey.
Okay, and then what about the friend?
Oh, Will's friend?
Yeah.
That he had to leave. They, got in when that little fight on basketball, got in one little fight, and his mom got scared, and then Will had to leave, but his friend was still there. Yeah, but he ended up coming. So
okay,
we're working our way.
We'll see what that was.
Get Peacock, y'all. It's on Peacock. Like, get Peacock. Check it out. They only gonna give you 3 episodes. Then you gotta get the premium.
Okay.
Pay a little $4.99.
Okay.
Get the premium and see the rest.
Okay.
It's worth it.
All right. And then we are watching also Euphoria currently.
Ooh, child, I got chills when you said the word.
So she was like, "You don't watch Euphoria?" And she was like, "I know you don't watch." I'm like, "I absolutely do. I watch." So we ended up, me and my husband, we ended up watching it last year. We just stumbled across it because the season was already over.
She said her husband, y'all.
I mean, but yeah, so we stumbled across it and we just started binge watching it, and it was a little bit too weird for him because it deals with drug abuse. It's a little bit
real heavy.
A reality for me. Nah, I'm not on drugs, but I have family members, so I would kind of like take pauses from it and stuff because I'm like, ooh, I can't do it. Like it was like literally looking at the same stuff. So, but I ended up finishing it. He didn't finish the last episode. And then I think he finished the last episode. He was like, "What the heck did we just watch?" And he was like, "I don't know if I'm gonna watch it again." Well, when season 2 came out, I was like, "We're gonna watch it." He was like, "No, this fool started watching it without me." So I went to go look at it. I'm like, "How you already on episode 3? You said you was gonna watch it." So he was like,
got it right.
It's getting good. So yeah, I'm not caught up though, but I do like I just love how they tell the story, especially. Like how they tell it from everyone's perspective.
Yes,
I love that. It's so I love that so good. And I will say, what's his name? Because I don't really know the characters like that. The one with the dad that's
Nathan? Is it Nathan?
Is it Nate?
Nate, yeah.
Father?
Yes, when he's out here, he has some.
I love the story, how they told his story. I was like, wow, because it happens. Yeah. This happens in real life.
Everything that they tap on into, even when they go as far as Nate being a child and being curious and seeing things, and you act like you don't see it.
Yeah,
like you can't just assume that your children don't know certain things.
Yes.
So it's like, oh, I got this secret life and nobody in my family know. You might have got the wife. The wife might be oblivious,
but
or
the wife
acting.
wasn't.
Yeah, she might.
Because even it was. I didn't finish this episode. I don't know which. It wasn't the last recent one, but him and his mom was drinking together. Okay,
that's the wife.
And so she was like, she had asked Nate a question, and he was like, but it wasn't the question. He was like, so do you want to ask me something that you're not asking me? And she looked at him and she was like, no, never mind, forget it. Because she was saying you used to be such a sweet boy. You used to come and do stuff for us and everything. And she was like, and then all of a sudden you changed. And she was like, I think she said 8 or something. She's like, you changed. She was like, what happened? I wonder what happened. And then he was like, you want to ask me something you're not asking me? And then she was just like, no, I just wonder what happened. And she like, you want to ask them. But that's the thing. Is that parents need to stop doing that.
It's hurt. Because if you see how the daddy knew Nate knew stuff.
Yeah.
He used a gun. He unlocked, takes and stuff. So it's like a conversation that they were having that they really wasn't having before.
Right.
It's like, I know you know. And that's that. The mama's like, I know you know, but I want to wait. She's timid. And it's like, that's the reason why the daddy was sneaking around town all this time. Because you playing games like this. Like, be a straight shooter and get to the bottom of it. Yeah. Your son got anger issues.
You think?
And you waiting for him to kill somebody?
You think?
Yeah, like you still tiptoeing and drinking with him about this? See what's going on?
She was like, yeah, you choked her up, and that's not funny.
Yeah, he's like,
she was like, well, let me stop before you choke.
Yeah. She's like, I will press charges. Right. That's what she was straight sure about. Like, I'm gonna press charges.
So that show is very good.
That is a good show.
Enjoy it.
Okay, I do. It's something about Rue and watching her storyline with the drugs and stuff. I do. It's like, I feel like it's necessary for TV because it makes you see like that this is an addiction that she cannot fight, and it's really like I don't know. The writers wrote it, the actors, everybody is doing their part. I cry every time. Like you know they don't want you to feel bad for the drug addicts. You know they don't.
Right.
But in a way, it messes with you. You're like, she literally has an addiction. She cannot do anything about it, and she's trying, but she just can't get it out of it. I love it. I cried so much. I'm like, oh my God. Like, these are young people acting. And I feel like they're acting better than some people that are old.
Yeah. They definitely deserve Emmys. I said they definitely all deserve
everybody
Emmys.
on there.
Every last one. Especially the blonde.
Yes. The veins be popping out of her head.
Mom, like you be so funny. I be like, girl, like you. It's like this is you for real.
For real.
Like so it's really good. I really love that show. And then we have some shows coming back. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. We forgot Genius.
Oh, Kanye, my Gemini brother, I love you.
Yeah, so that's on Netflix.
The world needed it. The world needed it.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Kanye, they told they needed that. They needed that. That's all I have to say. And I know it's just like in Kanye fashion for him to make us wait on this episodes to come out.
I know.
When you know Netflix give it all, he wants to. Okay, you gotta wait.
But I honestly, personally love that old fashioned way back to wait till another episode.
You gotta go to a different.
All right. Kanye, whatever. I like it because it gives me that anticipation, and I'm like, okay, like what's going? Like literally when it was done, me and Kevin like, oh, like we need to.
Yes.
But the thing about it was, we also, and you guys should check it out if you haven't, because we're gonna start talking about it next week. So if y'all don't watch it, I don't know what to tell you.
Please.
But it's inspiring.
Man,
it's inspiring as heck.
Thank you. It make me like. First of all, when it showed up on Netflix, I smiled like my cheeks hurted because I smiled so much from the whole like just see it. I was like, oh, and they got the old videos. Like this is the Kanye that I grew up like. Every time he dropped a CD, I was real big. Like I would walk up on Joseph Campo the day of. Yes, my granny know. I would say my lines. Walk up on Joseph Campo. Knew he would drop that day. Go buy his CD. I was real big on that. Like I loved Kanye. Like the old Kanye when he was wearing the polos and stuff like that. The fact that they showed that Kanye on there is like because y'all think y'all know him in Hollywood. Kim thinks she know him. You have to go back and understand the old Kanye and understand that all of this right here. He's not crazy. It's just like even hearing his mom pour into him. Like parents just don't do that. That's not. They look at arrogance versus confidence. Like she pushed him to be. Yes, don't let nobody tell you can't have it. Even in the fashion industry, why can't you just be happy with music? Why is that not enough? Now you see why he wasn't happy with it. I want to knock out all my dreams. Y'all ain't gonna limit me. But I'm just gonna let y'all have it because I can go all day.
Listen, she can. But we're gonna go more into depth with it next week, definitely, because I do want to touch on some things. Because, like I said, it's very inspiring, and he's a genius. Period. Yeah. But shows that are coming.
One more thing,
oh, sure.
He changed when his mother died. Like, did you see like just how they connected? How she like rapped his verses, like. That type of love, that cannot be
honestly
found.
Feel so. I say, some people don't agree with me, but you can look it up. I looked it up. I did a lot of research on it. Your soulmate can be anybody. I honestly feel like his mother was his soulmate. Yes. You can tell about how like when you watch it, the way when she spoke, he listened. Yeah. He was like, "You think I'm arrogant?" And she was like, "No, but I can see why people do." And she broke stuff down like. That was his soulmate. He completely changed when his soulmate passed away. Yeah, you cannot tell me that was the love of his life.
Yes. So
like,
anybody you got after that, like even him marrying him,
no.
After that, no.
No.
You would have had to go back and understand him for you to even think that you know who you marrying.
Yeah.
You mad at him, but he always had it in him. You don't understand him, and oh man.
So yeah, okay. It's all right.
But do you see how they crossed him though? Like even just Rockefeller, y'all waited too long.
Friend, we give it too much. Friend, we give it too much. We gonna get this one. We give it too much.
I'm sorry.
But okay, so just real quick before we get into our topic and everything, because we still got melanated news.
Yes.
But
in a whole wedding to talk about.
Right. So we got Harlem is coming back.
Yes.
So we're definitely gonna talk about that.
Okay, Megan.
Yes, Megan.
Yes.
We didn't bring that into melanated news real quick.
Yes.
But and then we got Snowfall, which I watch. I think is amazing.
Really?
The actor that plays Saint, y'all. Okay, because I was just telling a friend before we started recording. I'm all about. It's something about a man, black man. Y'all don't understand. Like I don't know what it is. It's not. I'm not even gonna say hood. I just love a man that is about his word. Like he don't play, and that's how Saint is.
Really.
Saint, like he'll say one thing. Like he started off square. Now this take place in LA or whatever. So again, I love that because you know my husband's from there. So I be hearing stories. He be telling me stuff, and then so I be looking at it, and so I'm imagining like I can see this in real time because this stuff that's actually in this show really happened.
Wow. So
I be like, oh man, this is what guy was talking about or whatever. Da da da. But Franklin Saint.
Okay. You about to make me start watching.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you. And I'm just saying, friend. Again, I mean, if you're not into that, like, you know, crack epidemic type situation, you might not like it. But
I actually gravitate to those.
Okay,
shows
so
a lot.
One of the this was, I don't know which season it was. This is not the upcoming season, but one of the seasons, Franklin Saint, that's the main character. He had went to prison. I forgot what the charges they had got on him, but anyway, jail, not prison. He went to jail, and one of his rivals or guy in there that I think he ended up stealing or beating up or whatever was in there. He tried to act like he was going to be friends with him. Beat his butt in his sleep.
Wow.
Beat his butt in his sleep. So, Franklin, best friend came up there, Lenny, that's his name. He came up there to visit him. He saw his face was messed up. Lenny, you gotta have you a Lenny in your life. I got Lenny's, okay. My friend a Lenny.
Yes.
You know,
I got Lenny.
I got Lenny in my life. But listen, Lenny, he sat there, you know, because back in the day, they had the glass and then the telephone. And he looked at him, and he was there with Franklin uncle, and he was like, man, what the, getting upset. And his uncle like, oh, no. He was like, oh, do you see his face? Mm-hmm. Do you see his face? Lenny was like, I'm gonna curse y'all. I have to, because I gotta give it to y'all. He was like, when he was like, you leave here, he was like, you go in there and find the next nigga and fuck him up. He was like, fuck him up, and so they won't mess with you no more.
Friend, stop.
He was like, you gotta let him know.
I'm ready to go fuck somebody up right now.
He was like, you gotta let him know. Because Franklin's eye was all closed and shot and stuff like that. Man. Franklin went in there. Oh, and they stole his shoes, y'all. They stole his shoes, so he had no shoes. So Franklin went in there. He grabbed something and just started wailing on the first nigga he saw. And they stopped messing with him. Because you gotta have you a Lenny. Because Lenny said, you better. It's a great show, so I'm excited about it. I'm telling Lenny, because Lenny got a little man complex too. You know the little man, so the little man, I'm telling you, it's an amazing show though. Like, R.I.P. to John Singleton. He, created it, but they continue to, and I didn't think it was gonna be good after he passed away, but they're doing an amazing job. So it's a really, really good show.
Let me go to Star Snowfall, y'all. She done told me.
I'm telling you, I'm for you. Like you. Because you know how you are. Like, you like, oh, it's a lesson. This is. Friend, you going to see how it all come together. Did you ever watch Power?
Yeah.
So you know how the mind, how Ghost was, like he was thinking steps ahead before everybody? That's how Franklin is. Okay. But Franklin is a teenager.
Yeah, so he just waited.
So you be like, really? And then he just got that walking. It's everything. All right.
I heard he's a good actor, but I haven't watched him.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
And then he said, okay, one last thing. He said that for him to get the part, John Singleton was like, no, you have got to come to the hood. He was like, that was his audition. He wanted to see how he was. He wanted him to be Franklin Saint. Wow. So he told him, he took him around I think it was like the Crips and the Bloods, and took him like literally like, I want to see how you gonna act.
Wow.
And that's how he got the part.
Wow. I don't think I would have went.
Oh, absolutely not.
John, no.
See, I would, but I didn't. And you know what? Thank you for the, the whole consideration. But no, like literally left that baby out there to just spend for this stuff. He's like, I want to see, because he was like, you ain't gonna be.
Don't leave me out there in LA by myself. Like, I know we from the D, but I don't know certain hoods, so I'm still free out there.
So yeah, and then the last show is Atlanta, and Friend, I don't know if Friend watched it. So
yes,
I'm super
it took
excited.
like 17 years to
I
come
love
back.
that about him. I love that about him. You know they saying it's the last season.
I know it should be, because I don't know when he's gonna come back again.
Yeah, but I love that about him. He reminds me of a Maxwell and a Sade.
Yeah, they do what they want when they want to do it.
Because they can do that, and why can they do it? Because their content is amazing.
Yeah, because he had kids, right? So he wanted to spend time with his kids.
I don't know.
I think that was part of it. I remember when he went off the grid, it was like he had a kid. So I was like, you know what? Women do it. Why shouldn't he do that? So, yeah, he wanted to be more...
What did you think about the last season? I loved it. People didn't like it.
I'm actually going back to remember, because it was 17 years ago, so I forgot.
All right, anyway, Melanated News. So that was one of the shows we're going to be talking about. Melanated News, we let's just go through them. So we got Wendy Williams, y'all. The Wendy Williams show is coming to an end.
Oh,
how you feel about that, friend?
I'm heartbroken.
You are?
Yes, I love Wendy. If anybody know anything about me, you know that I love Wendy from her radio days.
Yes, me too.
Like,
me too. I had to school my husband on it. I had to tell him, like, no, nigga, I had XM radio on my computer, and I used to listen to her, because she was like, what are you talking about?
Friend, we are so connected. That is so crazy.
Yes! Yeah, and then she had her show on VH1. Like, I've been on Wendy. Like, I love her.
I'm about to cry.
Oh, Fred, don't cry. Fred, you already know.
Because that is crazy. That's really crazy. Like, because, you don't hear people, everybody, if you say that, they're like, oh, I hate Wendy. That's just the easy answer. Like, nobody says that they really,
I love her. I love her history. Like I said, that's why I want to talk about her. She is Black history. Like, that woman, she started it. And someone actually said something which obviously is actually true. They were like, she the one who started gossip about Black celebrities.
Yep. Made us, like, I know they say, oh, she trashed us, but she put it where people wanted to hear about the tea. What's going on. Because you hear about it underground, in New York and stuff. They're like, oh, such and such beef, and I was
exactly.
She put it on, like, a headline where everybody was interested into what was going on. So, we gotta give her. Y'all gotta give Wendy her.
You gotta give her flowers.
She made me want to be a radio personality. Like, I went into college under journalism because of Wendy Williams. I loved her, and I still love her.
I know. I still love her too. I mean, I think it's time for her to retire. It is personally. It's not like whatever. Yeah. Like, it's just time for you to retire. You got all that money.
Enjoy that money.
Enjoy your money.
Better schedule.
Get on somebody's comfy couch, because she's still heartbroken.
And then
about Kevin.
Yep, I think that she needs to just enjoy her money.
Yeah.
Find her a nice man that want to just massage her and take her out to eat, wine and dine her. She looks like her, because she got that sickness.
Oh yeah.
She got to get massaged.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay, friend, I thought she was being funny. All right. But Sherry Shepherd is taking over. What do you think about that?
When they say, so, I don't want to say this. So I always follow Charlamagne, and I remember Sherry Shepherd first came on the Breakfast Club.
Okay.
And somebody has said she was built like Tasmanian Devil, and that never ever left my mind. But that's neither here nor there. I just want to say that's what, every time somebody says Sherry Shepherd, I think about that. Like, why did they say that woman was built like a Tasmanian Devil? So I had to look up Tasmanian Devil, and at that time, it's because she was heavier at the top and her legs were small at the bottom. And you know how he spin at the bottom, real? So that's why they would say that. But Sherry, we are so happy for you. I feel like it. That's good. I don't know if she's gonna keep everybody entertained. Like,
yeah, she's not. For me,
I would take Niecy Nash, her friend.
For me, I feel like, and I'm a 80s baby. Well, I say I'm born in 80s, 90s child, but she's not entertaining. Like, I've seen her on different shows. Like, I said all that to say my age, because I've seen her on different talk shows over like numerous years. Like, she's been on a lot of, and they didn't work because personally for me, she's not authentic. Wendy was authentic. Personally, she'll talk about her stuff. Like, she'll be like, all right, this is what's going. Like, she'll just talk. I just don't feel like she's cookie cutter. She fits that.
That's what they
daytime.
want.
I don't. Well, it's not for me.
The TV world want that, and not the viewers, but the people that work behind the scenes. Yeah. They want that person that's gonna come to work on time, gonna know how to run the show and be good.
Because when Sis was on The View, and I'm gonna stop it there because we got other stuff to talk about. But when the Sis was on The View, and she had got that husband that her friend E.C. Nash introduced her to, but we'll talk about that on a later date because I know the tea on that. Y'all know I keep the tea. Yeah. And anyway, got that man, was with him. I think what's the name, Larry or something. I don't know, child. Anywho, they were together, got married. They had a surrogate.
Yes, and then she ran off on that baby.
But not only did you ran off on that baby, but tried to just erase that whole part of your life. When you invited us into it, I mean, I watched her. I didn't watch The View, but I watched that part because I do still like Niecy Nash. So I would watch stuff with them or whatever, and they was all in the house and Sherry Shepherd house, and this is my man, and he know I'll take off my wig and all this stuff. And then when you were over him, oh no, I don't want that baby. I don't want nothing to do with him. Let's stop talking about that. Let's just focus on me and my son and my. No, I don't like that. Sorry, Sherry. No, girl. Boom. Yeah. Anyway,
that was a lot.
So I'm done. But hopefully, hopefully she be.
I wonder how that baby doing. I wonder how old is that kid. No, I really want to know. I want the kid to come and speak out. Like, yeah.
The Brats and Jessica Judy Dupart.
Yes, yes, girl.
They got married yesterday. So yeah, a lot of people got married yesterday. It was so funny. Our mutual friend India, what up, Indo? I had told her, I was like, dang, I should have thought about that. 2 2 2 2 2 2. She gonna say, why to get married in the middle of the week? I said, okay.
It is. It does fall on like Tuesday.
It was Tuesday.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. Yeah. But I feel like they rich and they can do it. Don't nobody in there.
Yeah.
They ain't gotta work.
They gotta work because Candy married them.
Really?
She was their officiant.
That's the Brat's girl from back in the day. That's good.
She was their officiant. So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the pictures. Only thing I can say in front of, share with a friend. This hairstyle.
You don't like the Brat's hairstyle?
I feel like that hairstyle reminds me, that reminds me of my hairstyle from 2004, my high school prom. But outside of that,
she had a little updo and did like. But first of all, the Brat does not get her hairstyles like that. So did you want her to come in braids? Because if the Brat would have came down to braids,
I had an updo for my wedding and it was appropriate.
You wanted her to come down with her like how she
No, I didn't want her befriend. Huh?
Okay, I understand. I think that she just don't know what to do. I look at the Brat got some curves.
Oh, the Brat is curvy.
The Brat needs to stop wearing the baggy clothes. I was watching
something with her when she was younger, and I was like, "Dang, the Brat was fine." And my husband was like, "Yeah, she
always was fine. Always."
I'm confused, but that's not my business. Happy to them. Yeah, they seem like they had a really nice
if she
wedding.
took off them when she take off them baggy clothes, be like, oh, the Brat, okay.
Yeah, everyone. It seemed like people was there. Portia was there. Ricky Smiley was there. So yeah, they had a good
I was watching something when the Brat was talking about when Kirk Frost and her dated. Rashida's husband said it the way he got her. He wrote his phone number on a bunch of bills and gave it to her. I said, okay, Kirk.
All right. So, Fran, you gotta tell us. So, we're sharing melanated news this season because Fran, she be in the melanated news too.
Lately, I've been up in there.
So, Fran, you gonna tell us about Megan and Tori?
Oh goodness, this is breaking news right now. It's literally unfolding as we speak. You know, Tory Lanez, his big head self, he back out here. So apparently, Megan is using some type of text that is. He's apologizing to her. She's saying that he's apologizing because he shot her in the foot. And the text kind of line up to, hey, I'm saying sorry. He said I was too drunk. I don't know. I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have did that. All this stuff. So she's like, yeah. So here is proof that he's apologizing that he shot me in the foot. Tory comes back to the forefront, which I think he should shut up and be quiet until this case is over. He says, no, it's not. That text is not for me apologizing for shooting her in the foot. It's for me having sex with her best friend. So it's like, oh God.
And
like,
do we know who the best friend is?
They got the picture up.
Okay.
You know, the shade room, they put the picture up.
Okay.
So then inserts Megan's now boyfriend Party, and he's like, he want to see you. He want to see you because at this point, we tired of you. We tired of you talking, sir. What do you think about that, Fripp? Should Party be quiet?
I think he should because it's not your business.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like he's disrespecting Megan. He's just like, yeah, no, I'm not apologizing for shooting you. I'm just apologizing for sleeping with your best friend. Like, I don't see why that is fighting words. And that further lets me know that her now boyfriend ain't about that life because if he was about that life, he would just be like, y'all would see it.
Yeah.
No, I want to see you.
But he did so much that it's kind of making you angry too. But I do think that Big Head is lying. I think that he said it's about the text. The text is about the girlfriend and him having sex to take the attention away from. To that, because
they're still going through proceedings, right?
Yeah. So he wants to get us to weigh in and be like, oh man, it's some new tea. No, we want to focus on the fact that you shot a black woman, okay? And we want you to still be quiet because we don't like you.
Where is his representative? Where is his manager? Where is his publicist?
He's still young. He just want to be
out there. But you should just take his phone. Just let him be quiet.
Yeah, he's not a man yet. I think that it's like people picking on him. So it's like, I got to say a little something, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, I'm done with Tory. I've been done with Tory. Like, you shot a woman.
Right. But I did have one more Melanae news, and then we're going to go on our topic. What do you think? I wanted to just know what you thought about it. What did you think about, I don't know if you heard, with Tasha K and Cardi B?
Yeah, pay that woman. Come on, Tasha K. Yeah, you talk too much. That's harassment because she kept, like, it's like, with some of them bloggers, because Wendy Williams did this to Beyonce and Jay-Z for a very long time when you start putting out too much information and it's kind of like you've been a bully. She kept doing that to her. And I feel like Cardi...
You really think so?
Yeah. She kept talking about her. I feel like Cardi did right. Like, she's stepping up for those people. It's kind of like, $3.8 million. Yes, that'll teach them. Pay that woman.
So you feel like they should all sue bloggers?
No, not bloggers, but she's very nasty. Like, I don't even like to hear her gossip. Her gossip is nasty. Like, it's like a little dark. Wendy was on Wendy got dark for a while. But and I started like, oh God, girl, when you got on TV, you got a little nastier. Surprisingly, because she was really bad on the radio.
Yeah, she was.
But it was a little. This lady, she's nasty, dark. Like, just to say that that people got STDs, like, just a lot of stuff that she was doing is like, leave them people alone. Why are you so invested in that? I didn't like it. I don't
because I actually I should say,
you like her?
Look at some stuff that Tasha K did because she'll do interviews with different people, like friends of friends. And she be having Tokyo Tony on there, and if y'all know me, I love Tokyo Tony. That's Black China Mama. I just love the ratchetness. But anywho,
she's funny.
She would do those, so that's how I got turned on to her, and I didn't know nothing about this case until last year. I was like,
she kept that quiet.
Yeah, she was talking about it, but she wouldn't talk about it on her, what she call it, winos or something, I don't know. Anywho's, found out about it, and in my head, I didn't know all the STD stuff, but I was just like, everyone talk about you, Cardi. All these celebrity gossip sites talk about you. Why you targeting her? But she was going hard. No, she was going hard on her. She was
really going hard. It's kind of like what Cardi said. She wanted to kill herself.
Do you believe that?
I don't, but I think that's something you can throw in that case. She did right. Like, I feel like, yes, do what you gotta do to get her to win this case.
All right. Well, we're gonna get into our topic. We don't have a real topic.
This is a real topic.
I mean, no, a topic title. That's what I'm trying to get out.
I was finna say, I've been waiting on this. This is a real topic.
But so what I came up with, going back to Cali Wedding Edition. Probably gonna change
back to Cali. Hey, I'm going back to Cali.
Come on, friend.
Now, that was a whole vibe.
All right, get into it, friend. This is your show.
So this is a destination. It's my wedding, y'all.
No, this friend has been waiting. She said, y'all don't know. I love friends' questions. I love being interviewed by friends. So let's go.
Let me paint the picture, y'all.
I'm the guest.
This was a destination wedding. They picked California, Malibu, California, that is?
No, we were in Patos Varas Estates.
I knew that. I just wanted you to say Yes! So what made you pick this place? This beautiful
be in Malibu. However, we ain't rich. I don't know if y'all don't know, but me and my now husband, we ain't got money like that.
You fool me, because this the state, y'all.
Well,
okay.
Anywho's, so the place that we were originally going to have it at in Malibu, it was still in the hills because, okay, pause. I was all about a view. That was my thing. Like, I didn't care really where I got married. I just wanted a view of, like, either water, mountains, or something, like, just something beautiful where you could, like, just breathtaking. That was my thing. That was always, like, my dream for my wedding, period. Ever since I got with, my boyfriend. Well, my husband.
Boyfriend!
Sorry, my husband.
I know that's right.
Boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, I was like, I wanted that. I was like, I could just imagine us, like, just being our backdrop. So originally I wanted Costa Rica, but because of COVID restrictions and all that good stuff, couldn't get Costa Rica. So I was just searching, and Kevin, that's my husband, he was like, he's from California, he's born in California, he was like, well, look at some places in California. Found the place in Malibu. Like I said, too expensive. So he actually Googled a place, like just places, and this place where we got married at, which is called La Venta Inn, he was like, he brought it up, and I was like, this is it. Like, I literally was like, this is it. I have to get married here. That's it. And from the time we talked to the management, everything just clashed. So that's why.
So you mentioned that you wanted to see a view of water and mountains.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me tell y'all this. We had water, mountains, and we had, at nighttime, it went into the sea. The city.
Yes.
Like, you seen the lights of the city. Let me tell you about this background, okay? You walk in. No, you don't even walk in, first of all. When you ride up, so we're from Michigan, so we have flatlands. We don't have, like, that. They don't go, like, the hills and stuff like in other places.
Right.
So when you go to LA, you're literally going up.
You
up,
are.
up. I'm like, where does Tiffany have us going? In the car. Like, first of all, in the car was me and Courtney's husband Dev, and my husband Kenny. Yes, so we in there riding. Me and Courtney are like, oh my god, like look at these houses. Like the houses are big, like just those houses with the glass windows all around. So we like, oh my god, where are we going?
So think like if y'all watch Laguna Beach, or if you watch the OC, like that's pretty much the vibe that it gives.
The exact vibe. We're riding. So we don't know where we're going. We get there, and when we park. The parking lot, we're looking off at like the ocean, y'all. This is the parking lot, first of all. We the parking lot. Now, these people from Detroit coming to LA, so we had to have some liquor in the car. So that's what we're taking our shots, looking at the ocean. Just nothing big. Just looking at the ocean. So we're sitting out there. I'm like, oh my God. So we got there early, and we peaked.
As they should, because I sent out text messages, and they my people. They know I don't play about the time.
We saw a dress come out of one of these doors. Like, I'm like, oh shoot! Everybody, that's her. What was going on at this time?
So at that time, we were taking pre-pictures. So I had already did my pictures with my girls, which my maid and matron of honor, and then my mom, and then so the photographer was like, I want to go outside and get you some pictures by yourself, and I was like. Because I can see from where my bridal suite was, I can see the parking lot a little bit. So I saw people were there. I'm like, they gonna see me. She was like, it's fine. We'll do them real quick. So that's what we were doing.
We didn't see you. We saw a poof of the tray. I said, we got to go. Put the shots down. We got to go. So that was one thing. So let me tell y'all, when she said breathtaking, that's the word that I was going to use because everything about it was breathtaking. Like coming in, we're walking through a courtyard.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all, this is not, we're not in the wedding yet. This is a part of the way. Entrance courtyard. Yeah. We go and we walk into a ballroom. Hardwood floors, beautiful fireplace, everything. Like, this place is like, oh, shoot, like, y'all, where we at? No, you ain't there yet. Step down. Like, you go, and it's like we're out there with just a bunch of grass, the seats, somebody is playing a saxophone. And he ain't playing no saxophone elevator music. He's playing all the R&B jams. Like, I'm like, oh, shoot. Like, I literally had to tell myself, Angel, take it down a notch. Like, you are in a nice place. You got to be quiet.
Yeah, I was. So, it's funny. So, his name is Dan. Shout out to Dan, our saxophone player. He, so we were trying to find a saxophone player. That was one of my I must have. And the original one I found, they wanted $1,200. I sat for 2 hours. No.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave it to my wedding planner. I was like, can you find somebody cheaper? Found him. He was under, I'll just let y'all know, the man was under $600.
Oh my God. That is amazing. Dan had all the hits.
And she was like, here, you can look at his catalog and look at all the music he played. And honey, I saw Maxwell. Honey, I saw Alicia Keys. Honey, I saw Tony Tone. I said, Dan, come on.
Dan knew what he was doing because he played a song and it's like, they're like, oh. Dan like, yep. I know y'all like that one.
I love it.
So fast forward until we sit down and everything. Mm-hmm. We sit on. Now I just want to ask a question. I'm gonna ask y'all in the comments. Do y'all pick a side when y'all sit down? Because you know they say you're supposed to sit on the groom. Or do you want to go to the groom side, or do you want to go to the bride side? I know a lot of people. Some people don't do that, but we did it.
Yeah, I sit. I mean, if I'm there for the bride, I sit with the bride. If I'm there for the groom, I sit on the groom side. But I know some weddings, like it was a wedding that we went to in October, they didn't have groom or bride side. So because the way they got married, it was kind of like a circle. And then they were like in the middle of the circle. So they didn't do that. We all just sat everywhere.
I didn't think about it.
I should say.
I didn't think about it, but I ended up on the bride side. I just felt like, I was like, we're Tiffany's family.
You are.
So we went up to the front, y'all.
That's wild. Yes. No. And the thing about it is, I only had, I think, seven or eight family members there. So, like, far as blood family. So, everyone else are my friends, and they're my close friends. They're my family. So, those are my people. Like, honestly, when I know you gotta get to your steps.
No, we taking our time.
But when the pastor said, who gives this bride away, I want everybody to say we do.
And
like,
I really wanted that. We would have did.
I really wanted them to, because that would have been the funny. Like, I would everyone do.
I already thought I was too loud, so that's why I said that. It was like, who? Her mom said it. Her mom was like, I do. And then the family said, no, we do the front row. And I was like, I know I'm supposed to be up there. Yeah, so I know everybody always says like, oh, what a beautiful bride, a beautiful bride. Tiffany was gorgeous. Like, some people say that.
They do.
They say that, but no, when I turned around and saw you, like, emotions flooded me. Like, you were gorgeous. Like, y'all, I am so serious. No, for real. You were really gorgeous. I was like, oh my God, like, she really, really, really did that.
Thank you.
That's one thing. Now, you always say gorgeous bride, beautiful bride, all that. But that was true. But then Kevin, like, he captured everyone's attention when he came down the aisle.
I see.
He did not come to play. Like, Kevin did not come to play. And I know that he was focused. Like, this man walked. He stepped out there. I was like, this man's ready to get married. Like, he was focused. I could see it in his face. I'm like, oh my God. And then just see him. He had his hat on, y'all. He had the white tux with some black and some red in there, too. His shoe, like, it wasn't like, oh, this is your day. This is our day.
This is our day.
Loved everything about it. He captured the audience attention, everything.
Yeah.
So what was the first thought that came into your head when you stepped foot out there? Like when they opened the doors for you to step out there. Very first thought.
So the very first thought was, yikes.
You scared?
I was nervous. I was super nervous when my maid of honor and matron of honor left to go walk. I was left in the bridal suite by myself. So when my wedding planner came in, she opened the doors. I had French doors to the bridal suite. So she opened them and she goes, you got a full house. And she was like, they all standing waiting on you. And I was like, because let me just go back a little. The day of my wedding, I knew I was going to a wedding. It did not sink in that it was really my wedding. Because again, I'm going to try to say this without crying. Good things don't happen to me. So, and I pray about things. Oh, Lord. I pray about things or you wish things and stuff like that. And so things like this don't happen to me. So the fact that everything came into fruition, I was overwhelmed. I was thankful to God and I kept thanking him the whole day, but it really didn't hit me. I'm like, this is happening. This is happening for you. You're getting everything you want. And when I say everything I wanted, I got everything I wanted. So I'm walking up the stairs. again, still like, okay, all right, cool, don't fall, Tiff, you got it. When I turned, because I had to go up I had to go upstairs and downstairs. So I had to go up the stairs. I get up the stairs and I see everybody standing. And I was like, oh my goodness. And then so someone actually has me, even though I said unplug with the ceremony, someone has me when I get to the top of the stairs to walk down to meet Kevin. I'm like, whew, because I felt like, oh my goodness, like this is it. And then I hear my song, you know, because I walked down to A Couple of Forevers by Chris and Michelle.
That's the jam, y'all.
And so I hear Dan, he over there doing his thing.
Doing it, Dan.
And I just focused on it because my friend told me, because she said she focused on Kenny when she got married. So I was like, I got nervous. I couldn't look at nobody else, so I just focused on Kevin. He was crying. So I'm like, okay.
You had to focus on the ocean. Everybody in there was crying. You should have focused on the ocean. If I could have came back there and whispered like, friend, just look at the ocean.
Look beyond.
Yes, when I said they dropped. Like,
it was so funny. I have my wedding planner got a little video because I don't have none of my stuff back yet from my photographer and a videographer, but people did get like little videos, and my wedding planner got a video. Because I was like wondering if she fluffed out, because I had a long train and I had a long veil, y'all. I was giving Princess Diana circa Mariah, 2022 though. But I was like, did she fluff out my veil? Because listen, you gotta get it. So she posted a video on her Instagram, and she actually did. And so I was like, oh, she did. But when I was looking at the video, my whole side, I can't really see Kevin's side, but everybody's crying. Everybody.
Yes. And nobody was looking at each other. It's like everybody was in their own zone.
Yeah.
Because I was boo-hooing. I'm like, wait a minute. What is this? Coming from my eyes. Y'all, first I came in there with some heels on. And I was like, I looked at the car, I was like, I could make it back to the car to change my shoes. But then I was like, I'm going to take my slides in. I'm going to come. And I put my slides on. I'm like, we here.
It's funny because once we got to the dinner and reception stuff, I looked down at their feet, all of my friends, not just her. I'm like, so y'all just said forget it. Okay, cool.
It was family. We family. That's exactly the vibe that it felt like, y'all. It was like family at home. When I tell you, every guest in there was there for y'all.
Yeah.
We met people. Okay, now we're all friends, but Tiffany and Kevin have a lot of friends. So this was the moment that all of the good people that y'all surrounded yourself with were able to interact, and it was like you didn't have to wonder, like, oh, how are they? No, you knew, because they surround themselves by it's a quality circle.
Yeah.
A lot of people they don't have that. When you think about people you invite, they didn't just come there because they got an invitation. Those people came there because they was coming to celebrate y'all.
And that's the thing. I try to put that in place for people. Like I said, we said in the beginning that people have not been through weddings and haven't gotten married. They don't understand. Just because I didn't invite you to my wedding does not mean I don't love you or we don't have some type of relationship. It's just these, for me, I can't really speak for my husband, but for me, the people I invite, these are the people that I'm closest to. These are the people that if something happened to me or I need anything or whatever the case may be, or just want to be around, give me those good vibes. These are all the people. These are my family. I don't know. And of course we were limited. Again, we're not rich. So we were limited on people. So I'm like, okay, this is how many people I can invite. I already knew. It was...
The setting was so intimate. And it was just for that. That's why, okay, now, I gave her a lot of pushback about this unplugged ceremony. I said, security's going to have to drag me down to that ocean. I'm pulling out this phone.
Yeah.
But I did not. I played by the rules, and I feel like that's what a lot of people need to incorporate in their weddings going forward. If you can do an unplugged ceremony, I would say do it. We were all so present. Everyone heard everything you said in the vows. Sometimes you're so focused on, hold a minute, wait a minute, let me turn this down, let me do this. And everybody heard it. It was like you heard everybody laugh at, together. Everybody,
they told me my vows, all of Kev's friends said was you funny. They was like, I don't know, y'all need to go on the road together because my husband does comedy. So they were like, y'all need to go on the road together because you funny. They were like, you had us laughing and crying. I was like, thank you.
You're a beautiful writer.
You
are a beautiful, even you felt like she walked us through the journey of how they met and what they went through, and everybody felt like they understood the story, whether you were there at the beginning or not. 3 pages. I saw her flip them. I counted the pages. It was 3 pages. I said, my friend didn't come to play. And then Kevin, he didn't have 3 pages, but his was like, he said exactly what he needed to say. You know, to like, oh my God, this man loved you. Yeah. Like, he really, really loved you. Like, he knew how to, like what they call me at work. They say I'm very direct. Like, I'm going to get the point across. So I understood exactly what he was doing. It was like, I mean what I said. And it was like, that was beautiful. So I was like, when we had to vote on whose vows were better.
Yeah, because it's a competition. People didn't understand. It's like, it really was a competition. Like, because we were going to so many weddings. We've been to so many weddings together. Mm-hmm. So we always be like, who won, you know, who vows are better. And Kevin always go with the woman. Like, you know, I forgot I think we said Devin won with Courtney and Devin. We said Devin won. I feel like he won for me.
Yeah, he definitely made me cry. Yeah.
So, but the other weddings, the most recent weddings we went to, the women, Kevin was like, yeah, they took the cake. So it was like, I wonder what people felt about them vows.
You went hard, but I'm telling you, Kevin really, really went hard too. Okay. It's very hard for me. I can't.
Okay.
You know.
I mean, it's fine.
So yes, what is some of the best advice you would give to like future brides in regards to planning?
That's a good
planning process. I want you to take a break and don't just answer. Think about the whole process, even the day of, everything that was surrounding you, everything you did. What would you say is the best advice you would give them to prepare for that day?
For me, I would tell you, future brides, do not think about all the stuff that could go wrong, being in control. That's your day. You are about to marry the love of your life, and nothing or no one else matters. Be in the moment. I am so happy that I took off my type A hat, because I'm type A.
Yes.
I had it a little bit.
I
remember I had asked my wedding planner after we had did something. I was like, okay, is the car here? Like, and she looked at me. She was like, Tiffany, it's 6:05. The car wasn't supposed to be there until 7:30. I was like, oh, okay. So then I was like, Tiffany, calm down. And I completely let go. I was little. But I took off my type A hat and I was like, I'm going to be in the moment. And I think that was the best decision I've ever done. And I would tell people to do that, because even we had like, I think it was like 30 people there. When we were at the altar, I literally forgot people were there. It was me and him.
It's like we was eavesdropping on you. It was talking me and him.
I was not, and only when I turned around, I was like, oh yeah, y'all are here. Like, that's how I was. And so I feel like just stay in the moment, and everything will be beautiful no matter what. Because at the end of the day, if something do go wrong, you're not even supposed to know about it. So, and
we here. What we gonna do? No.
Yeah.
We here now.
Because we forgot some stuff that was supposed to go up far as the court. When they told me, I was like, oh, okay.
We'll get to it on our next anniversary.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you think about it. We here now. We did it. It was a perfect day.
Yeah.
Like, it's so many highlighted moments that I mean, okay, y'all, one of the drink I was drinking during cocktail hour was the lemon drop. And I think that was mixed to perfection. What did you drink that night?
I drank my signature drink that I had, which was the jalapeno margarita.
Yes.
So that was my signature drink. So I had that, and then I had champagne. So that's what I was drinking.
I had that too. That was good too. And then I was like, let me try the lemon drops, and I was stuck. I just kept, lemon drop. That was really good. So where did you guys go for your honeymoon?
We went to Cabo.
How was it?
It was amazing. We literally went like that Monday, so we got married on Saturday, and we went on that Monday, and it was relaxing. It was beautiful.
I saw you. I was stalking them. I'm like, oh, what are you
was like doing? Every day, because I didn't eat that week. Of my wedding.
So much stress.
And at all. And so when we got there, I was chowing down everything. Like, I lost weight, y'all. Y'all see my wedding pictures? I was a little skinny in the face because I lost weight. But it was beautiful. We ended up seeing meeting another couple that was there on their honeymoon. Aww. The resort was amazing.
It looked beautiful,
and that was my first time going to a resort that had butler service.
Okay,
like we had
so they ain't rich, y'all.
I mean, we not, but it was so nice, and they turned down your bed for you every night. So every time we would leave, like we'll go get food or whatever, or be somewhere on the resort. And then we come back. Like, the first night, I didn't really notice it. I was just like, oh, they just came in here. But now the housekeeper come back, and she turned down y'all bed. You had your slippers there, had your water there. They dimmed the lights. They put the music
want to
on.
set the mood. Make sure y'all
put your little chocolate on the bed.
Chocolate, just something, because it gets you going.
Listen. And then one night, my husband, he had them set up a tub with the rose petals, and so I had the heart and rose petals and stuff.
Mr. Young.
So when it was so funny though, because when we came in, I think that's when we went on this jazz and wine tour, boat tour, and so when we came back, first thing I saw was the rose petals on the bed, and then I was like, oh, like that, and he was like, yeah, look at this though, and then I turned around, I was like, it was so nice. They had the candles and it was nice. It was really beautiful.
So, okay, newlywed, who would you say is your favorite thing about being a wife now?
Everything. I love hearing him say my wife.
Aww.
I love the fact that he, even like the little things, like he always was doing this, but it's different now. Like yesterday I went out and I took one of our cars and it didn't have gas in it. But if y'all know me, I don't like getting gas. I would go on y'all. I just don't. But anyways, he called me. He was like, oh, it didn't have gas in there. I was like, oh, okay, it's fine. He was like, no, I'm going to come down there and put gas in there.
Oh, husband, that's a
Sir, I'm
husband.
downtown, Detroit. Like Mexican town. It's okay. He's like, no, I was like, it's fine. I was like, it says 60 miles to E. I can still make it home. It's okay. He was like, are you sure? Okay, well, call me. So he's really more cautious than before. And just like, so my husband, I told y'all, he's not really a lovey-dovey person. He's not. But he's more lovey-dovey
He
now.
in the moment, he said, I'm a whole husband out here. I got a whole wife.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so I'm enjoying everything. I love it. The communication is it's amazing.
It's the whole vibe.
It's the whole vibe.
People don't give like men enough credit for how seriously they take becoming a husband. Like it's like, oh yeah, you're a wife. How do you feel about being a wife? But husbands, like, they take on a lot. I haven't pumped gas in a long time. Like even like that's something that I could be like, oh, whatever. But that's something that's I don't take for granted either. Like, oh, you make sure that I'm safe. Yeah. Simple things like that. I know you mentioned like even just signing the marriage certificate. Like, that's a big deal to me. Like that.
That was the best day. First off, we got our marriage certificate that Friday, so the 27th, right? Or did we get? No, we got it when we got there. So the 27th. We got married on the 29th. And so we went to go get it, and it was so weird, but it was so fun. Like, I was standing there, and then they were, like, had our hands up and everything, and I was like, oh, my God. Like, I saw my name in print, like, Tiffany. Yeah. That was it. And I was like,
that's it.
And so I'm walking out, and he's like, that's all you wanted in life, huh? And I was like, I'm your wife now. I'm your wife, It was so cute.
It seemed like y'all really paid attention to all the details. The fact that the DJ was a woman was like, I paid.
Can you talk about it, friend?
When I saw it.
Can you talk about it?
Yeah, I was a whole journalist in there. So Wendy would be happy that I was out there. I was at
a
wedding.
Friend.
Like she did her thing too, and it's not like that. It was just at a wedding that you're just listening to music. Like, they incorporated Detroit and LA together. Like, it was like she dug on because my husband was in a whole zone.
Okay.
When I hear you a whole zone, took him back. All his songs, he's there.
Come on, Kenny. I saw him too. So the funny thing about me, I don't know any Detroit songs, even though I'm from here. My husband is, he grew up here as a teenager, but whatever. I don't know the Detroit songs. So I was looking at everyone, the crowd
and
that knew the songs. Everybody was all in it, and then I'm looking at people around that's not from Detroit. They're like, "What the hell?"
It's a language.
I was those people. I was like, I don't know it either.
She must be from LA too.
I was like, I don't know it either.
It's like, what? Where did y'all find that? Because that's literally how it looks. Like, we're seeing.
Yeah, our DJ, and the funny thing about our DJ, we found her from the first place.
Wow.
And she was, and we didn't know if we were going to use her or not, but she was like, I'm y'all DJ. She was like, let me know. I'm keeping that. She was like, January 29th I'm keeping that day open. So when we end up finding this new place, and then the new place at first was like, you got to use our preferred DJs. And I was like, they not hitting on nothing. I was like, music is very important to us. I was like, no. So I had my wedding planner. I was like, listen, we have a DJ. Like, she still can do it. She's open. They were like, okay, let her come see the place first. She saw the place. She was like, oh, I DJ'd here before. She clicked with the management there. And it was like, when I say everything just came together like a puzzle, it was, y'all, we don't have enough time to tell you, but it literally, everything
was perfect. I'm gonna tell you, everything was perfect. Great. One more thing, I just want to, I have one major question. This is my last question.
Let's go. That's your last question. That's it.
I do have more.
Great.
Okay. But I just want to hit my major question first. So did you write on the back of your cards the amounts?
I knew she was petty.
Because she talked about us. She talked about me.
Yes, I did actually.
That's great.
I absolutely did because
that's awesome.
I ain't gonna say why.
That's
but
perfect.
Yes, I did. I did write the amounts on the back of each card that we.
Did she not judge me, y'all?
I absolutely did.
Go back to season
but
1.
Listen, you got it. You learn from wives. They tell you so.
It was a good thing to do. I love the way when you were leaving, like they left. They were leaving before like everybody else left. Her husband Kevin. Your mom was looking like just looking. I looked in her eyes and it was like I could tell, I could feel something from her. It's like my baby got married, and I was like, I don't know. I just felt emotions through the whole day. Like I was like, oh, this is so beautiful. Like it's so beautiful. That was a moment that I was like, oh, look at them. Like look at her. Just look at her. She's so proud. Aww. So yes, that gave me life right there. I loved everything about this wedding. Okay. So what's your favorite part?
My favorite part. I have so many. The first one that comes to mind is when Kevin first saw me. I looked in his eyes and it was like I've seen him look at me like that before, but it was a different mood because we were getting married. Mm-hmm. So I love that feeling.
Top 3. Come on, give us some more.
When we were when we came in, not our first dance. I loved our first dance, but when we actually came in
together,
into the ballroom. That was my favorite part. I love that. Because again, he did all that. Mm-hmm. So it was like, the song we came into was Wale and Usher, Matrimony. And then it transitioned into, of course, Kevin, OT Genesis. He gotta keep it. He gotta keep it. I tell you, I love the hoodness. So so that was his whole thing. He loved that, and and the fact that he liked the way it happened. It played out. He was like, yeah, like I was excited for that. And then when they were swagging and surfing.
Oh, that's always the best. That's the part.
Because what happened was I was out in the courtyard at first. Mm-hmm. And so the way it was like everything was French doors. So you could look inside. And I was looking at everybody. And I was like, oh, like we had LaVenta rocking.
Yes.
And it was rocking. I was like, wait a minute, let me go in here. And then I went in there and got my little swag and surfing on too. But yeah, so that I love that because it was just like, because it was kind of like a battle. So it was like one side against the other side. So that was
But we was all together.
Yeah, it was fun.
Like, you could see everybody was like in the whole, in their zone. Like, we had a good time. We let it loose. It was actually a plus that you did not let children come.
Talk about it.
That's a plus.
My thing was, I always wanted, again, these things just came to fruition. I was like, for my wedding, like, it would have been cute because we both have godsons. Our friends have children. You know, we could have flower girls, all that good stuff. But I was like, I want it to be like an ultimate date night. Like, I want, like, and especially after we went to this one wedding in October, and my now cousin, she like had to be mom. Like, she had to, like, we were like getting stuff.
That's
drinks,
no fun.
and we was being, we was getting drinks and stuff, and then her husband was like, you gotta get your son, you gotta get your daughter.
Yeah.
And so she's like, oh, I gotta go be a parent. So I felt bad for her, but at our wedding, sis was out. She was out on both her and her husband, they was getting their life. Like, I was like, and I got a glimpse of it, and I was like, this is what I wanted.
This was a
good
night.
You and Kitty, it was.
When we partied,
so I wanted it to be kid free because of that. Again, people thought our things like the unplugged ceremony and no children, and they thought we were trying to just, or
control.
I'm not gonna say me, trying to be controlling, and I promise you, it was not. It was like, I just want everyone to have an amazing experience,
yes,
and just be like in that moment. Don't have to worry about being a mom, changing a diaper, because and also kids, no shade, no tea, but y'all kids be like, all right, I'm ready to go. Yeah. Can we go back to the hotel? Can we go back to the Airbnb?
That wouldn't have been for them. They would have been in the ocean. Somebody would have had their kids down in the ocean. It was just too much.
But that's what I wanted, and I'm glad I was able to accomplish that. I was really, really glad to accomplish that, because when I promise you, I looked around and I was just looking. I was like, everyone is having a great time.
Nobody first of all, this is a destination wedding, so it's a vacation for everybody.
Right.
So on top of that, you would see after the wedding, or even just before, people were going tourists and exploring LA. And we loved it. I mean, we explored everywhere, and I loved it. First of all, the air is just different.
So the funny part is, everyone said that.
Yes.
When we touched down, because we touched down with one of our friends, India and her husband, and then it was me and Kevin, because we were all on the same flight. And then we went to go get Kevin's best friend, which was one of his best men. And he was like, as soon as we picked him up, everyone said it though. They was like, Cali air is different. Everyone said that. And it's not, literally, it was a whole different vibe when we touched down.
Yes. It wasn't too hot. It was not too cold. Y'all picked
and that was the other thing. That was so funny.
Yes.
That's the other thing. When I was planning my wedding, people were like, that was in California, the venues and the vendors, they were like, oh, well, it might be cold. It might rain. You might have to, and I was like, oh, I really don't want it to be. We went to a wedding in December. Now, it was in Malibu, so it was an hour out. But still, it was in the hills. It was freezing cold. I literally was by the fire pit the whole time. I was so cold. So I'm like, dang, I'm talking to Kevin. I'm like, oh, I hope it don't be like that far away. Even though we did have the inside, but still, I was just like, oh, I don't want it to be like that. Perfect weather.
Perfect weather. And you had warmers outside. So when
I did?
Yes, you did. Because I was out there.
I was like, I don't know.
Because, first of all, you had to explore everything. You could not stay in just one place. It was a whole vibe everywhere you went. Whether you were in the courtyard, whether you were in the parking lot, whether you were in the back where the wedding was at, and where I'm talking about the heaters is where the wedding was at. And so when it went night, it was like all you looked at was the beautiful. It was you're looking at the city, but it's so quiet, but beautiful that I just wanted to go out in the grass and meditate. It was that still.
Okay,
Frank. And the warmers were perfect touch,
Okay, I didn't know I had warmers, guys. I didn't know.
I was definitely
because I was hot. So
you was all over the place because you have to mix and mingle on a day. So that's something to celebrate too. You just gotta be mix and mingle, check in with your people and all that.
I will say that, but don't feel pressure to do everybody and every. You're not gonna see everybody. You're not gonna be able to spend time with everybody. I know Kevin, he couldn't get away from certain people. I'm like, Kevin, thank you for coming. Oh my God, really? All right, see you later. Next, he don't know how to do that. So I do, but
he's very, very humble and he appreciates everybody. Yeah. So I get it. It's very hard.
But I wouldn't put that pressure on. You see people that's why we had a brunch afterwards the next day, just to touch.
That was a great addition too.
Touch to people that. I know I'm not gonna be able to talk to you throughout the wedding. So don't feel pressure. I say have a good time. I had an amazing time.
Yes, we could tell. We all had an amazing time. I loved everything about it. I didn't get to see you leading up to the wedding, but I knew everything was so busy, and I'm okay with that. Yeah. Even the day of when I saw you, I did not want to let you go.
She friend!
I'm yelling.
Friend! Friend! I literally heard her say friend before I did, because where she was sitting, I had to go up some stairs. And so before I even got up the stairs, friend!
She's literally hugging people. So when you talk about Kevin staying with certain people, I was probably that person that was gonna, make you stay over here a little longer. Hey, let's do the recap right now. Move, Kenny. I got the podcast equipment here.
Yeah, right. Come on, we're gonna go ahead and record.
So your cake. When did y'all cut the cake? That's one thing I did miss.
So my wedding planner was on it. She had us on a schedule, and so when we did our entrance or whatever. As soon as we finished our entrance, that's when we did.
That's
the cake.
why I was sitting down. I went to go sit down, and I went to the bathroom. And the bathrooms were very, very beautiful. Did you check them out?
No, I didn't.
Oh, the bathrooms are cold. Like it's what I want to say, like you're at a cottage and it's nice and warm in there, but it's decorative, like with a bunch of flowers on it, like a floral garden.
Okay, yeah.
So it makes you feel good about taking a pee.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't go in there because I had my own bathroom in my bridal suite and stuff, so I didn't go into the guest bathrooms. But yeah, I saw a lot of people take pictures in there though.
And you had 2 bars. That was awesome. So that it's like you don't have to wait too long. Yep, 2 bars on each side. So.
Guys, honestly, I'm telling y'all, I didn't go into those details. I was just like making sure everyone got fed. That was my main concern. Everything else.
The food. Duh. So my husband ate the Brussels sprouts. He's never ate Brussels sprouts in his life. And he ate them all. So that's how you know they was cooked right. That's just how I'm going to touch that. And what I have? Did I have roast? I think I had roast. It was.
Yeah, the short rib.
Yeah, it was very good. So, yes, I ate my food very quickly, and then I went back to dance. That's how it was. Like, no, I'm not sitting at this table all day. I got to go.
What about the cocktail hour? Did you get any of that food?
What did we have? Lamb. How did I forget about that? Lamb chops, y'all.
Lamb
chops. I said, this is a Tiffany menu.
It was
I could tell because the lamb chops, and they just kept coming. First of all, who does that? Where you just like unlimited lamb chops? You want more? Like you couldn't finish your other one before they came around. Like more lamb chops, please. I'm like, now y'all know these too good for me to turn down again. Give me the lamb chop.
Yeah, no.
It was very beautiful. I loved everything about it. I know it's so much, friend.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
So, do you feel like I executed the theme?
The theme? What do you mean?
So, our theme was Harlem Nights, Harlem Renaissance.
Oh yeah.
Do you feel like that you got that feeling?
I got that feeling.
That was one of my like, because we didn't do too much, but we didn't do too little.
We didn't do too much or too little. It wasn't like I see, like it definitely wasn't costume. Exactly what you said that you did not want. And it was like everybody was dressed up nicely. I loved it. Okay. First of all, I just want to speak on the bridesmaids too. I absolutely love their dresses. I absolutely love their dresses. Like they were so well, like just everything about it was so tasteful and polished. Yeah. Loved it. Groomsmen, y'all looked good too. Like everything. So that was another thing too. It's like them groomsmen, you could tell that they got his back. You know? Yeah. And you could just feel it like that's his voice. Yeah. Like you guys picked the people in your, because you had 2.
We did 2 and 2 because we have so many friends. So we did 2 and 2. My cousin was my matron of honor, and my best friend Tony was my maid of honor, and then he had 2 best men, which was Keith and Claude. And there are suits, just to let you guys know, future brides and your groomsmen, if you want actual like tailored look, custom made suits. It's Lauren Spratt is the designer. Okay. So their suits came from Lauren Spratt as well as my husband's suit. So literally, they are custom made. Like whatever you want, they will make it for you. I don't know the pricing, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good for you. So it's a one of a kind, basically. You can't go in the store and be like, oh, someone got your suit.
And I liked how everybody had put on some gym shoes too.
Yes. So that was the husband's little thing. So his thing was like I'm switching. You switching. So originally I was gonna keep Alma on, which is my dress. That was my wedding dress. I was gonna keep her on the whole night, but I didn't get time to get it altered. So I was like, not about to. The dress is heavy, y'all. Literally about 50 pounds.
It looked, that dress, y'all. I wanted to show y'all the picture. It was so beautiful.
So, I was like, no, I'll just keep the dress on. Take the pictures with our car because we got a 1939, Century. We had a 1939 Century to go with the theme.
And y'all had a red carpet.
We got the red carpet. We did. It was amazing. And then Kevin got his Just Married sign.
I loved it. I have pictures of that. I loved it.
So I was like, we'll take those because we took pre-pictures before we actually left. So we took those pictures first, and then I'm like, I'm gonna go change. Kevin like, yeah, I'm changing. So Kevin had on his sneakers. The guys, they put their sneakers on. I had the girls. The girls got those Converse, and then I put on my my Jordans as well. My black and white Jordans. I don't know which one they are because you don't ask me, but I just know they're black.
You said your husband just buy them and you wear them.
Okay. Like, and friend, I didn't have those for so long. I never wore them.
Well,
I was like, what color? I was like, should I? Because I got so many. So I was like, okay, I don't got no all white ones. So I was just like, I'll wear those. But yeah, so took those. And that was his thing. So I was like, I had a second dress. Because that second dress.
Yes.
Oh,
you was moving around in that second dress.
I didn't bring because I had to get out of there.
I tell you.
So the thing about it was, okay, first thing, Bryce, I'm, big chested. I don't even know what size I wear now. I really don't. I wear sports bra because I work from home, so I don't know what bra.
When you get out in these streets, you'll have some problems, man.
Friend, I gotta go get a bra. Because my bras I got now, they pinching me. So I'm like, it's too small. Mm-hmm. So anywho, I was like, dang. So I didn't have to wear a bra with my wedding dress because it's like, I had a bodice and stuff in there. So it kind of held me up or whatever. So I was like, dang, I found this other dress. Now, I don't know if I told it on the podcast, but a David Bridal. How I feel about David Bridal?
Yeah, she doesn't like him.
Well, let me tell y'all. So, needed a second dress, crunched for time, went into David Bridal by myself, didn't take no one with me, looked for some dresses, found one dress, tried it on, asked to go try it on, and the lady was like, oh, what is this for? I was like, on my wedding. Like, literally, because I don't like David Bridal. I was like, for my wedding. She was like, you're the bride? Oh, wait a minute, you need the bride experience. I'm like, girl, just let me try this.
I'm not going to get nothing from
here. I'm like, calm down. So, I go and try the dress I picked out. Didn't really like the fit, but it was nice. It went with the theme. It was nice. And so then she gave me the dress that I actually ended up buying. And so I was like, but I saw the back. So my whole point is saying about the, big chest. I was like, dang, I don't know how it's going to help me up. When I got in it zipped up. I was like, oh, okay.
Yes.
So I come out, everyone in the store, people that's buying dresses, other dresses, oh my God, that's it. Look at it. It's it. Look at that back. I was like, okay. I'm gonna get it.
That was
it was dress. Perfect.
You
was
even was able
dress.
to twerk in it.
Yes,
I caught you.
You caught me.
You. Mm-hmm.
You got me.
That's why you had to get up out of that dress. You had to let loose. I saw you.
So I ended up getting a second dress, even though I said I wasn't, but I did. But it was nice. It was a decent price though. It was like $130. So I was like, listen, why not?
Yes, yes, so, that's a really
shout out to
price.
DB. I ain't gonna talk about y'all no more.
Because she was talking about y'all.
I wouldn't get my real
She was really talking about y'all. Friend, this was an amazing event. Yeah. This one was for the books. Like, I don't know how y'all gonna top that.
I don't know either. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I was like, what are we gonna do? How are you gonna do that?
You just take us back again.
You know what?
Take a look. No,
I know. Literally, I was looking at, because again, I haven't got my pictures yet, but I got other people's pictures, and I'm looking back. I'm like, I want to go back. I was like, we should have our 10-year there.
Y'all should definitely do that.
Because I love the venue, guys. It's amazing.
That was perfect. Like, y'all should definitely.
It's amazing. Like, I honestly, like I was telling my wedding planner, I was like, because I felt some type of way that I couldn't have certain things I did want to get as far as decor, but I feel like I didn't need it.
You didn't.
This one, I go, yeah, because I did really want this photo booth, y'all. It was this photo booth. The photo booth was like $3,800. It's the one that all the celebrities get. It's like a black and white one. Anyway, I really wanted the photo booth. But for one thing, I don't know where it would have went. Because the venue is beautiful, but it also is small and intimate.
The venue was the photo booth, y'all. Like,
so that's she goes, I'm like, yeah, she's like, oh, friend, this is beautiful. And I was like, yeah, I really want a photo booth. Friend, this is the photo booth.
The whole background. Anywhere, if y'all look at the backgrounds of all my pictures, it's literally like, it's a scenery. Everyone like, hey, somebody told me, oh, I thought it was just, I was looking through your story and I thought it was something that was on my Explore page. You know how they have, like, no, I was really there. That wasn't the background. That was the real thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like if you want to have a destination wedding and you want to do Cali, I recommend them, because not just because of the venue. Obviously, you're getting all elements, like my cousin pointed out, and you pointed out. You got the mountains, you got the water, you got the city, but the staff. Being an African American woman, Kevin being an African American man, I'm not saying everyone is, but I am leery about other races, especially Caucasians. They treat us differently.
No.
They treated us like family. Like, I mean, from the time we signed our contract to the time we got there, it was, what do you want? What you need? What? this is your day. And they were genuinely excited. Like, even the manager, Duncan, I saw this baby out there on the dance floor. Like, it was a whole vibe. Like, that made me so happy to not just be another contract, not just be another wedding. Like, they literally was, like, engulfed in us, and they were so happy to have us there, and they wanted us to have our wedding there. They was like, we want to make your dreams go. What can we do? Like, what else do you need? Like, the littlest things to the biggest things. Like,
that's a fact, and it's funny that you say that because typically some white people will say we all look the same. Mm-hmm. I went to that bar to get a lemon drop. The lady was like, "Oh, we're about to go. They're about to do something else. You got to go to your seat." So I'm thinking, "Oh, I'll come back for my lemon drop." Man came and found me in my seat. This is a room full of, it's like a bunch of people. He came and found me and bought a lemon drop, and I said, "Oh my God." He remembered that I wanted a lemon drop, and he found me.
And that's what I'm saying. Attention to stuff like that. Like, I mean, I'm sure it's other venues like that. I'm sure.
But we gotta recognize when they do it.
That was amazing. Like, I mean, amazing. Like, oh my God. Like, I could go on and
very thoughtful,
on.
Very present, really paid attention, professional through the whole. Like, that makes the experience, especially being a bride and a groom, like, you stressed about a bunch of other things. You don't want to come back and get a bad review based off of.
And I already did my review for most of all my vendors. I'm actually finishing up mine for LaVenta and.
Make sure you do it right.
Because also, we're the first wedding since COVID. Wow. So that was another thing. Like, we are literally their first wedding since COVID.
That's awesome. They did an awesome job.
They were closed. They were closed. They had closed when COVID hit. And then the caterer, Meg, she ended up buying that venue. Wow! And then that's why, because you have to do her catering,
but
her food. But she ended up buying it and reopening it, and we were the first wedding.
That's an amazing investment. She did her thing.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and shout out to, I think I already shouted out before, but shout out to Kate, my florist, Sims by Kate. Oh my God, I'm about to cry. She literally, like, I had a ring.
Okay. I was going to ask if that was what Kate did.
The ring for the ceremony. And I wanted that ring, like, again, another must-have. Every quote I got was $2,000, $2,500, $3,000 for that. Kate did it for me for $700.
That's crazy. If y'all see this ring, like, that in front of the ocean set off everything. No. Kate, you gotta put Kate information up in there because that's crazy.
Like, I'm like, when she told me, I was like, no. I showed her the picture. I was like, no, because I already got the other quotes. I'm like, no, this is what I want. She's like, yeah, $700. It
was so beautiful.
I was like,
and tell them who officiated the wedding.
Oh, well, forget we. So long story short, I'm a member at Perfecting Church here in Detroit. That is by Pastor Winans. He is over that church. So he was supposed to marry us. He did our counseling and everything. But due to consecration in January, and he needed to be in church that Sunday because we got married on that Saturday, he couldn't come. Like, it was not gonna work. Like, he couldn't find a flight to come back to Detroit in time for church service. So I was completely bummed, cried my eyes out. It was horrible. So we go for our last session, and we're talking and stuff. He's like, "So who gonna marry you?" And if y'all know me so far, I got attitude. So I was like, "We ain't got nobody." But I do that. I was just like, "Not you." Mm-hmm. So he picks up his cell phone. He was like, "Hey, how you doing?" He was like, "Yeah, just talking." He was like, "Yeah." He's like, "So I got this couple. My members at my church, I just finished their, premarital counseling, and they're getting married in California, and I know you out there. So I'm thinking, like, you're out there. Who is he talking to?" So he's like, "So yeah, I just need you to marry him. I'll, make sure you get their information and everything. And yep, it's on Saturday." He's like, "Saturday?" I was like, I was like, "The 29th. He was like, "What time?" I was like, 4 o'clock. He was like, 4 o'clock. He was like, "Okay, all right, cool. All right, oh yeah," give me all that. Get off the phone. He was like, "All right, so I'm gonna have Warren Campbell marry you."
I was waiting on it.
Erica Campbell, from Mary Mary. Mary Mary, and I'm like, And he was like, yeah, I'm going to have him marry you. You know, he out there and he got a church and stuff. Because that was one of the things. He was like, you still pastor? And that was one of the questions he asked him. And obviously he said, yeah. So he was like, okay, all right. And so we get out of counseling. I said, what? What? That was, y'all don't understand. Because first of all, I love Erica and Warren together. I watched them on Black Love. I love them. I love his wife. Like, I just love everything about their relationship because they, again, another transparent couple and talk about everything. So I was like, what? So he called us. He actually called us before, had a conversation with us and everything. Like, got to know us. And one of the questions he asked me, he was like, are you hyphenating your name or are you taking your husband's name? I was like, I'm dropping Johnson. I'm gonna be young. He was like, that's right. He was like, because I told my wife, you get my whole name. I said, that's right. You know? So, yeah, Warren Campbell married us. So that's another, like, what? Like, again, another what?
Yes. Even his vibe was so good.
Oh, yeah. Like, he was amazing.
Yeah, it was so good.
He was so nice. He was super nice. It wasn't celebrity at all.
No.
He was like, what you need? You need me to do anything else? Like, he asked me before. He was like, what else y'all need me to do? I was like, we just want you to marry us. Like, that thing. He was like, okay, anything else? Like, whatever. I'm here for y'all. And I was just like, oh.
Yes.
Like, he was super sweet.
He was super sweet. And, what did he say? He said, even the way he explained how it was the unplugged wedding, you couldn't, like some pastors, they're like, hey, ain't no phones, this, that, and,
right.
But no, it was like, oh, you gotta respect that. Like, it was just so nice the way he put it. Like, they would like for everybody to be attentive, and it's an unplugged. I was like, oh yeah, let me throw the phone in the car at this point.
Yeah, Free. What last thing though? You got another question for me?
No, I'm good.
Free, talk about the red cup. Cause I need you to. We real on this show.
Oh God.
We real on this show.
Oh, not the red cup.
I really hope my videographer got some of that audio because I want to laugh.
I didn't know I was so loud when I said that. Like, I saw, okay, so the way, I told y'all how beautiful it is. So you got the main aisle where people come to go sit in their seats. You know, the main aisle is pretty much, usually if you're at somewhere else, they will cut that main aisle off because y'all ain't even supposed to walk on the main aisle. You go around and you go to the side and you come through. But, they gave it to you where you can come down. I guess he decided to come. I know we were outside. I told y'all we from Detroit, so we did have our shots in the car, but we didn't bring the shots in. Now let's go in and act like, we ready and we go places, Some guest came down there with his red cup, walking down the middle of the aisle.
Solo.
And I think that it just I think my mouth talked before my mind, and I was like, not the red cup. And I think it was all you hear is a bunch of whispers and chatter like, yeah. And he was, laughing about it on his side, but I'm like, ooh, that was a lot,
Yes, guys, my very, very,
well, it's
Collins Vardas estate wedding, a red cup.
Well, it's going to be something to remember, I will say that.
Oh, well, we have a lot of memories, we didn't even get into that, but
you need to have that though, because I know at my wedding, my dad still refers to this one guy as Gym Shoe Guy. He does not have a name to my dad. My dad said, "Oh, you talking about Gym Shoe Guy?" Because he came down the aisle and decided at the last minute in the back that he wanted to walk one of the people down the aisle. So he flipped the script, like and he came down there with his regular clothes on. Mind you, everybody had on suits, even the the ushers. And he had on gym shoes. And he decided, nope, I'm walking her down the aisle and walked down the aisle. My daddy said, Gym Shoe Guy messed up. So he has no name to my dad. We've been married 11 years and my dad still, oh, you talking about Gym Shoe Guy? You got a whole name, Dad, but okay. So, not the red cup guy. It's just like Gym Shoe Guy.
I love it.
They gotta meet. Obviously.
But yeah, I had a great time. I'm glad you had a great time. I'm still can't believe it happened.
Yes, you should. You should still be in dreamland.
I'm still I got married. I got married together. So my dream man. But we gotta touch by an angel. We gotta give y'all that because y'all know y'all love it.
Yes, touched by an angel. Surround yourself with people that are good for your mental health, guys. I don't care if it's family. If they're not good for your mental health, you got to cut them off. You got to set a boundary. If it's your boss, sometimes you got to take a step back. You know, think about how you respond to your boss and limit it if it's necessary. Even if it's the mate that you have, maybe you need to take a step back, but only surround yourself around people that are good for your mental health.
Love it. And that was Touched by an Angel.
Look, we still got it. We still got it, friend. Season 2.
Well, y'all, you know, we are definitely going to continue our Tuesdays, right, friend?
Yes.
Our Tuesdays live at 8 p.m. on our Instagram. So our IG, as y'all know, is Thank Us Later, a podcast. We're definitely going to do that. So send your questions, send your comments. Please, we want to hear from you. Oh my God, I'm excited. We have a lot going on this season. We're going to have some guests.
Yep. Yeah, we're going to have guests. We want to get on another podcast, so share that too with us. If y'all know podcasts that y'all think that we're in sync with, let us know.
Yes, that was good,
share that.
Definitely share that. You know, our email is thankuslaterpodcast. That's thankuslater, the number 8, TR podcast @gmail.com. Weigh in on this topic. Let us know how you feel, because your girl is married.
Yes, I'm going to ask y'all a question, too. What is the best part of this is going to be the question on the IG Live.
Okay.
What is the best part of the wedding that y'all heard about on the podcast?
Yes, because it was a lot.
It was a lot, y'all.
It was like, we're still
more. Dumped it down,
yeah,
but
we
it's a lot
definitely did.
more.
But it was a good time. Because, friend, she was lit.
I was lit the whole time. I would say that stay a whole week if y'all go to a destination wedding. Because we stayed 4 days.
You need more days.
And that wasn't enough. Like, we still wanted more. We didn't want to go.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people was like, we don't want to go back. We do not want to go back. I mean, yeah, and we didn't get to announce it, but we're moving to California.
This is hurting my heart. But I understand. I'm going to come to visit because...
Listen.
You're like, friend, you don't have to keep coming.
No, you're going to have to keep coming.
You're like, you don't have to keep coming to visit, friend. Just stay over here. Don't worry about it.
I can't wait. But yes, can't wait for this is the kickoff for season 2.
Yes.
We got some real heat for y'all. I can't wait. These topics about to be crazy.
Yeah, because y'all got to know us the first season, so now y'all know
you know us. You know how we roll.
Yeah.
So this is what it is. So we will see y'all. Talk to y'all next week.
Yes. Bye, guys.
Bye.